12 o'clock Eastern time, high noon on ABC. Number 22, Missouri on the road at number 8, Oklahoma. This line is down to Oklahoma minus 7.5 now.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Rubenstein moved a little bit since we put our initial doc together a few days ago. The stakes are pretty clear here, right? Oklahoma beat Alabama last week. They got bumped all the way up to number 8 in the rankings, as we just described. The Sooners, in effect, control their playoff destiny. They've got 2 home games left. This one this week against Mizzou. Next week, they are home as well against LSU. If they win both, they are through.
Yes.
Plain and simple. Do you think there is any possibility we see a little bit of a hangover after the win last week, the big one in Tuscaloosa?
I think maybe early on in this one, I think weather's fine. Because this game is kicking off at what time?
High noon Eastern.
High noon. So it's an early kick against a good defense, not traveling terribly far in Mizzou. I just think it's too many points for an Oklahoma team that has struggled like it has to score points offensively. Not bad, but struggled at times, right? That they've needed defensive touchdowns to get to not even that many points against teams like Tennessee, obviously last week against Alabama. Both performances terrific.
Yeah.
Really, truly terrific performances, both on the road. I think Mizzou defensively will cause problems for everybody. I mean, Vanderbilt is one of the best offenses in America. They allowed 17 points in that game. This is an angry defense. Perhaps at times too angry early on in that Mississippi State game. I just think it's too many points to give for this Oklahoma offense in a potential hangover spot. They're obviously taking this game incredibly seriously, but I just think this has slog written all over it to me. This has, 17-13, 21-19, something like that. Obviously, the focus for Mizzou is going to be on running the ball with arguably one of the best 2-3 running backs in the country, one of the best rooms in the country. And this is an Oklahoma defense that stops pretty much everything. So there is something sloggy about this matchup to me, that all of a sudden this is not going to be an Oklahoma offense that scores 40 points. So I'm taking the points happily in this one because we just have 2 good defenses in an important spot. Oklahoma doesn't feel like a team that's going to suddenly start trying to open it up with as much on the line as there is. So I don't know. I have OU winning by a field goal.
Yeah, there's been some speculation that Beau Pribula could be back.
He worked out before the game last week. Eli Drinkwitz was non-committal. And Matt Zollers has improved.
He has
with
improved.
More reps.
I think it's going to be Zollers. I mean, judging from the comments I saw on Tuesday, and we're recording this midday Wednesday, it seems like it's going to be a stretch for Pribula to get back.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to bring it up on the off chance that there should be sudden improvement and he's out there. I don't want people to be caught off guard. Mizzou is 0-3 this year against ranked teams.
Yes.
And I think your question is the right one. How many points are they going to be able to score against a defense like this? It kind of cuts both ways, because you could ask the same question about Oklahoma with their offense, but I also think you can ask the same question about Missouri with their offense against this Oklahoma defense with a backup quarterback. Oklahoma is something like 8th nationally. Points allowed. They're a very, very good defense. We saw that on display a week ago. I feel fairly confident saying that Ahmad Hardy is not going to run for 300 yards against this defense.
Thank you, Ty.
Which I know is a stretch, really going out on a limb here, putting my integrity on the line. But by some measures, this is like the best rush defense in the country.
Sure.
So this is a line on the Mizzou side that's shown some inconsistency. And I think Oklahoma is more than good enough to exploit that, to force Matt Zollers to beat them through the air. And I am fairly confident that Oklahoma is going to win this game. But I am with you that the point spread is also giving me fits, because Mizzou does have a defense. Oklahoma is not out here blowing out good teams. They're not putting up 40 points a game. That's just not who they are. So I am going to err on the side of the points. I think it's something like 23-17 Oklahoma. Lower scoring, maybe closer than it should be, but I think there will be a fair amount of slog in this game as well. I think we tend to agree.
Yeah. Oklahoma, by the way, has not scored 30 points in SEC play offensively. They needed, I think, a scoop and score against Tennessee to get to 33. So it's hard to imagine against the Mizzou defense Now, look, legs are worn down. We did speed test Saturday last week, right? This is you have an advantage, I think, at this point in the season, offensively, that you're just going to be dealing with beat up defenses, and obviously offenses are beat up as well at this point of the season, more so than any other point. So that to me is interesting. But even still, I don't think this is a 30-35 point offense for Oklahoma, no matter who they're playing. So yeah, put me down for point taken.